Hello, my name is Burney Simpson, a reporter with Transport Topics. I'm here with my colleague Eugene Mulero, who covers Congress for the magazine. Eugene, I understand there's a draft of an infrastructure plan floating around Washington that you have a hold of, and has raised some opposition from freight groups. Could you talk about that a little bit?
That's right. This is a document that Axios and Politico have been reporting on. It was leaked on January 22nd, and it primarily has several points for funding proposals for an infrastructure plan. This is a much anticipated plan that everybody's looking at the White House to provide sometime this year. The opposition is coming due to one of the plan's pillars talking about tolling, specifically allowing states the flexibility to toll. American Trucking Associations, the Alliance for Toll-Free Interstates, and NATSO is a group that represents travel plazas. What they're saying is that the argument that tolling presents a form of double taxation. It also could jeopardize safety along the highways if you have a situation where traffic is diverted from the interstates to side streets, and it has the potential of slowing down the flow of freight. That with the more tolls that you put up on the roadways, the less the slower traffic would flow.
Okay, so there's some of the opposition to the floated plan. What are these freight groups for?
So not only the groups that I mentioned, but also the American Society of Civil Engineers and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, they are repeatedly calling on the White House and congressional leaders to support an increase in federal fuel taxes. These taxes have not been raised since 1993, and the groups argue, and some say correctly, that the increase would do an immediate injection of revenue into the Highway Trust Fund, which is projected to run out of money within 3 years. We are looking at a situation where, while the members of Congress, due to the politics about raising taxes, have not been supportive of a gas tax increase, these are the Republicans, the White House, the signaling from the White House is that they've not ruled it out completely.
I see. So where are we? What are next steps? What's going to happen next?
Well, the next steps is that everybody's going to be looking at the State of the Union on January 30th, and there's an expectation that President Trump is going to devote a significant amount of the speech to infrastructure. He has been touting infrastructure during his whole year as president. His advisors continue to call him the builder-in-chief. And this leaked document, if we really take a close look at it, and transportation observers have dissected it, this was meant to serve as somewhat of a trial balloon to get the sense of the infrastructure community as to what they would support and not support, how passionate their reaction will be to certain topics, such as tolling. So once we hear from the President of the State of the Union, and we are told the infrastructure plan is going to come out sometime after that, then we'll see the details of this plan, and we'll have legislative reaction to this. The chairman of the House Transportation Committee, Bill Schuster, his office is expected to not only weigh in on the official infrastructure plan, but also begin a series of hearings on this.
Excellent. Okay, well, thank you, Eugene, very much for that update. And for more news on infrastructure, please tune in to ttnews.com.